hold on, you're so close to being able to eat those bagels. Just wait for a little bit longer, either tomorrow night or tonight, depending on the way you do things. But finally, you'll be done with this. Cardboard. Now I understand why it's called the bread of affliction. It's the Egyptians' revenge, is what it is. Okay, now I have matzah all in my teeth. I'll try and enunciate clearly, but it's kind of going to be difficult. So yesterday, most of the world celebrated Easter. Oh, Easter, that holiday that Messianics love to hate. Oh, the bunnies, the eggs, the name Easter. It's all an ancient fertility practice. It's all pagan. And while that is definitely true, and I'm not denying that, it is good to remember the resurrection of Yeshua, which is kind of a big thing. It was only like one of the most important things to ever happen to humanity. So that's important to remember. No, listen. I am not suggesting we go out and celebrate Easter if you practice Messianic Judaism. If you're Christian, what I am saying though is that it is important to remember the fact that Yeshua died and came back to life during Pesach. Believe it or not, there was actually a Hasidic custom to have a second Seder at the end of Pesach. Believe it or not, called the Meal of the Messiah. It's a relatively modern invention, about 100 years old-ish, which is pretty modern in Judaism, which I personally want to do some more research on and maybe start practicing it, because it's such a really awesome custom. You know when Yeshua said, "This is my blood. This is my body." He probably was talking about the feast that will happen in the Messianic age. And if you're kind of wondering exactly what feast I'm referring to, in Isaiah 25:6 it says, "On this mountain Hashem will make for all peoples a feast of rich food, a feast of well-aged wine, of rich food full of marrow, of aged wine well refined." And Judaism has wondered about this feast for thousands of years. And so what's imagined is that God will recline with the righteous at a table. And the meat will be Leviathan and Behemoth, which should be tasty. And the wine will be made from grapes that were made during the creation week. And the Talmud says that no one will be found worthy enough to be able to say the grace after meals except for Moshiach, who will take the 4 cups and say the blessing over them. And the 4 cups are kind of reminiscent of a Seder. And so when Yeshua took the cup of wine at the Seder and said, like, "I will not drink of this again until I am with you at the end of time," that's kind of hope I would assume that's what he's referring to. So this Meal of Messiah tradition is supposed to be a rehearsal for that great feast. So it's a really great custom, and it's one that I honestly think that Messianic Judaism really needs to adopt. And hey, it's a great way to say goodbye to this. I gotta vacuum my room. That was really dumb. Okay, that's a wrap. Oh my gosh! Did you see this? Can you see it? Oh, a piece of... Let me take the camera off the tripod. A piece of matzah is stuck on the Black Void of Void-ness. It's just hanging there. It's stuck on the fabric of this. Oh my gosh, look, there's a bit left on there. There it is. That's so funny.